Let me say good afternoon. Even though we had showers off and on today, it still was a absolutely fabulous day. Tremendous day. Matter of fact, still is. In a little bit, I'm just gonna kind of go outside and relax and enjoy this weather for this weekend. And so I'm just basically waiting for the pages to come up on the different sites so that I can share with you a quick tidbit of hot off the presses information that I think you will find to be overwhelmingly important as well as relevant. And trust me, it is relevant, overwhelmingly relevant, completely and totally relevant. This is important, so I'm going to share this with you. I had to close the door, so Lady Harrison, I thought I had closed it so that she doesn't have a conniption when she sees this come out. You know how that is, and so I need to make sure that I have all of this together, and I'll do this real quick, get this rolling and out of the way, and go from there. So I've got that going here. We're good. And yes, I gave absolutely no warning, no notification, none of that whatsoever, because when I found this information out, I said, let me get on here as quick as possible so that I could share this with you so that you will know what I know. And so I'm going to do this real quick. I know it's Friday. I understand that people are doing all kinds of things today, but I just needed to get this information out. What's up, Larry? How are you, sir? I needed to get this info out because for some reason there are those who believe that because they have no longer the necessity of masks and no longer the necessity of this, that, or the other, that everything is just hunky-dory, that the virus is over, and we have nothing else to concern ourselves with. But guess what? The Lord never leads me wrong. And I know people will see this later because this is a very odd and strange time to be on, because most of the time they're looking for me to come on a little bit later. Good evening, Barbara. How are you? But I needed to share this so that you can know people believe that the virus is over. We no longer have to wear masks. We no longer have to social distance. We don't need to do any of that stuff because it's not necessary, because it's over. It's over. I'm doing pretty good, man. Trying to hold on and hang in there, you know. But I'm going to do this real quick, and I'm going to get out of the way so you can enjoy the rest of your Friday. Just hot off the presses. I hope you're ready for this one. The new variants that has come out and is beginning to show itself in these United States, as well as the virus in and of itself. It was and has been determined that the Johnson, no, Juanita, it's not over. Minister Avery, how are you? The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is good for 8 months. The Moderna and Pfizer vaccines are good for 6 months. I want you to hear what I'm saying. 6 months for Moderna, 6 months for Pfizer, 8 months for Johnson and Johnson. And because of those people who refuse to vaccinate. Hey Denise, how are you? We're not really sure what's going to happen. There's a surge that will be coming in the fall. Needed to get that out there so because a couple of people, it was brought to my attention that some people are saying, well, it's over. We don't have to social distance. We can do whatever we want to do. No, that's a misnomer right there. Let me say this one more time so that people can understand and comprehend this. The coronavirus is never leaving. Ethel, how are you? Listen to what I'm saying. The coronavirus will be a permanent part of our existence. It is never, ever going to leave. It is not a United States issue. Yeah, Juanita, it is a worldwide. East Africa, it has begun to explode. Parts of Europe. And the thing that's going to help Europe is the fact that I think 97% of their population is vaccinated. We can't get 72%. Juanita, I just got this information. And you know what? People get mad. Pastor Trace, how are you, sir? People get upset with me because I just won't hurry up and open up stuff and do this and do that and do that. The Lord ain't leading me wrong. And I'm sorry. There's a surge coming because you got all of these people. And we're getting ready to go on vacation ourselves. But we taking the whole arsenal with us. They're out there. They're in crowded spaces. They're doing whatever they want to do. They won't wear masks. They won't social distance. And some of them are nasty. And so this latest variant spreads quickly and easily. So here's what I want. And you know what? I'm not a prophet. You don't have to believe. Lisa, how are you? You don't have to believe one thing I say. Don't believe one word I just said. Just watch and see. Just as I shared with you before about what was going to take place, it's coming back around again. And the thing that's going to make it, and again, we live in a nation, you don't have to vaccinate. You have to do none of that stuff. None of that stuff you have to do. I do it because I'm concerned about you. I'm concerned that I can, yeah, and Juanita, you got to make sure you sanitize the seat, everything, and you got your masks and stuff on because, yes, everything has opened up. But the problem was they weren't ready for things to open. Be safe. Hey Sharon, how are you? And you know what? The problem, Pastor Trace, is folk don't read their Bibles, so they don't see it. They don't see about what's going to come in the end times, whether it is a divine move of God or a manipulative move of man. It is still orchestrated and projected by God. So I'm gone. I'm out of here. I want you to enjoy the rest of your Friday, but I need for everyone who watches this later or are watching it now. I knew this was coming. And every health person that I talked to told me that this vaccine would not be good but for so long. And it has been proven now that Johnson & Johnson is 8 months, Moderna and Pfizer are 6 months. Which means what? We're going to get boosters. We're going to get boosters until the day we leave here. Now, where we're going to need some help, and this is where Biden is going to have to really become deliberate in what he does, he's going to have to deal with these pharmaceutical companies. Because right now, with this coming, they see a cash cow of unbelievable magnitude. The United States government paid for the first ones. Guess who's going to pay for what's next? Yep, I just dampened your holiday a little bit, but you know what? I just rather for you to know the truth. Juanita, I'd rather for you to be safe. Sharon, Pastor Trace, Ethel, Lisa, all of you that are on here, Larry, I'd rather for you to know what's what than to lead you blindly in a direction and have not given you the necessary warnings and tools that you need to survive. Listen, y'all take care. Pray for us. We're praying for you. We will be outside Sunday for our worship service. We're looking so forward to that. I'll come back probably tomorrow sometime and try to fill in the rest of the slots for the 9th of July, which is Union's Day, to pray against the violence that's going on in our communities, and not just our communities, but the state, the nation, and the president is getting ready to put an initiative together that's going to help fight that, because it's not just Youngstown, it's the entire United States of America. This pandemic has unleashed a demonically controlled mental, what's the word I want to use? A mental distortion of truth. And so now they are living a lie. And the problem with living the lie is God is not the author of lies, nor is he the proponent of lies. We live in a nation that is filled, Minister Daniels, how are you? Filled with lies. And I'm praying even right now in my spirit that, and it's real heavy on me right now, to seek God's face on behalf of our young people who have no guidance. But I want us to look at this. I want us to not be real critical of them, because even we don't obey. I just needed to get that out there. Minister Linda Daniels, it's good to see you today. Look, each and every one of you, you have a blessed weekend. Pray. I'll be back later on, filling in the rest of those time slots for July 9th as we go before the Lord in prayer. This is a part of the Stop the Violence movement. July 9th is Union's Day to pray for 24 hours. And I want to thank God for those members of Union who have partnered with us. I want to thank God for those members, those who are not members of Union, but you said, you know what, we're going to partner with you in this, and we're going to saturate the atmosphere in prayer. Love you, one and all. I thank God for each and every one of you. I just want you to stay around here as long as you can. Take care, be blessed, have a fantastic evening. May God bless you and keep you, is our prayer.